What's up? This is DJ Rossstar's Punk Rock Show. I'm sitting underground with...
Gerard from My Chemical Romance.
Welcome.
Thank you.
This is your second time on the show.
Yep.
The first time I spoke to you was in March of 2002. No, 2003. Yes. All right, so I guess from March till now is July. What can you tell us about your life? You know, how much has it changed since then?
We did a lot more touring, and it finally stopped in June, I believe, and then ever since that we've been writing a new record and really enjoying being home. We're on the road since like October, so pretty much straight with like maybe 15 days off in between here and there if you total all the days off together. So nothing really changed as far as like, I mean, we got to play in front of a lot of different crowds, which was cool. Like we did a tour with Give Up the Ghost and Every Time I Die, which was amazing, and it was really interesting because we were playing in front of people that never heard us and stuff. And it was tough some nights, but it was like worth it, you know. And so we did a lot of different tours, and then now we're concentrating on writing. So that's what's changed.
So I guess the question is, you know, when you go back home now, people approach you on the streets, they know who you are by face?
No. I mean, I think they know who I am even less than before we left for tour, I think, because, you know, you start to play in your area a lot and kids kind of know, and now it's kind of like I don't even look like the same person anymore because I've been away so long. Nobody in my band does, you know, like the road like just kind of wears you down and changes your face almost, you know, and really wears you out, so you start to look like a different person, you know, and so I mean I don't get approached. I basically don't, you know.
I guess, I mean, is your hometown supportive of you guys still? Like, do you still have huge shows when you go back there?
Oh, yeah. I mean, every time we play Jersey, it's fucking amazing. And, you know, like, even after the Spin thing, like, didn't get recognized, didn't get noticed. I look different, I guess, in person or something, but, you know.
When people approach you now, I mean, what kind of questions do they usually ask? Like, the fans? Do they ask anything weird?
They don't really ask anything weird. They're just like, hey, I love the band. I really support you guys. I really respect you guys. And that's like the best thing you can hear, you know? Not like, oh my God, you guys are hot, you know? We get like really cool responses from people. Like, we get a lot of respect, you know? So that's cool.
So if someone does tell you, you know, you're hot, what's your immediate reaction then?
I just kind of laugh usually, you know? It's funny. It's flattering, you know, but it's just, you know, it's silly. But it doesn't bother any of us, you know? At all.
All right.
Hey, you too, man. You guys are great.
I guess you're in the writing process right now. Anything that you can talk about? Want to tell the fans what they can expect?
The album, the way we're working on it right now, it's becoming more and more cinematic. It's getting even more so than the first record. The first record was cinematic after the fact that we recorded it. Like, after we pieced the songs together, we realized that they told a coherent story, that they had a really real flow, and then it was kind of like cinematic. And now, like, the songs right away feel like that. Like, we have intros and interludes, and it feels very epic, but at the same time, we've written a lot of fast, brutal, heavy stuff. Like, the song we played tonight has a lot of, like, death metal elements and very thrashy. Like, so a lot of stuff we're doing is thrash, but I'm fine. Thanks, Carlos.
Thank you for the grapes.
So, right now we're at that stage where we've written a lot of fast, brutal, heavy songs, and now we're getting to the really exciting territory, which is stuff that sounds very different, but it still sounds like you, like Head First for Halos on the first record. Now we're moving into stuff like that, where it's like, whoa, like we never tried something like this, and it's working. It feels good.
So I mean, how do you all, you know, team up together with your ideas?
It's literally that. Like, we get together in our practice space, which we finally got to move back into, which was a good feeling because that's where we wrote the first record. That's where we became a band. So we're back in that same spot with the crappy PA, and we just all sit down and somebody goes, I have a riff, and then we let the song become what it wants to, and that's it, you know.
Are there like any arguments over it sometimes? People can, you know, feuding about the...
It's never usually arguments, but I think the only thing that ever comes up is people always want to do more. They're always just like, can't I make this more interesting, or can't we change this here instead of... So sometimes we'll have a tendency to go for something that's less simplistic, but that's the only time, not even an argument, but a debate ever comes up. It's like, well, why does it have to be more complicated, you know what I mean? But no, we just kind of, everybody gets a say. Everybody's ideas are valid, you know. And when comes time to pick a new producer, we're gonna have the same attitude. Like everybody's valid, every idea is valid, and that's the way I wrote the first record. If we didn't have that attitude, we would have never wrote Head First for Halos and put it on our record. You know, a song like that. So.
Oh, sorry, they're gonna say something. So how many songs are fully written, would you say?
I'd say 5 are fully written. They just need to be tweaked and tightened, and we have fragments for another 5. So, but we want to write about 20 to 30 songs and pick the best ones.
Cool. And you were saying you got to tour with a lot of different types of bands this tour. Like, is there anybody you're still waiting to play with? That would be like an honor for you.
Well, I mean, this is the first time we got to play with Coheed and Cambria. I mean, we played with them once before with Taking Back Sunday. It was an amazing show up in Boston. It was us, The Exit, Coheed, and Taking Back Sunday. It was like a great show. But we've always wanted to like tour with them with Coheed, and we've already toured with Taking Back Sunday, and that was amazing. And we always wanted to tour with Coheed and The Exit. So all the bands that day we played with, we've always wanted to tour with. So this is like kind of like a little bit of a taste. So these guys, Thursday, of course, like we're all still kind of, we would love to do that. And I would love to go out with the Michelle Gun Elephant, a Japanese rock and roll band. Iron Maiden. Just stuff that's kind of out of the box as far as like what people would expect us, the bands they would expect us to tour with, bands that they wouldn't expect us to tour with. That's what I want to go out with. You know, cool.
I was wondering, a question I've never. Whoa.
I think so, actually.
All right, good.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I'll bring it in.
By the way, I never edit my interviews, so there you go. Anyway, I guess a good question is, you're on the road with your bandmates, you know, countless months at a time. When you're home, you know, do you guys hang out as friends, like, every day, or how's it usually work?
Well, we get together every day to write. So, I mean, that's really, like, a lot of time to see each other already, you know what I mean? And it's kind of like we all have our own lives now that when you come home, it's so private, because you're like, you have a life that's separate from what you do every day, that you're just, I mean, I see my brother constantly, because we live together, so I see him a lot, and but, you know, everybody's generally got their own life and their own thing, you know, and we get home and everybody just kind of scatters out, you know, and we get together every morning, though, and write new stuff.
Really? What happens if someone says, oh, I have an appointment or something?
Oh, that's fine.
You have
We'll
wait. But every day, pretty much, right?
I mean, the plan is every day at, like, noon, we get together, and we make some music, you know, and we're not tired of it. We want to keep doing it, you know, and somebody has something to do. We either don't have it, or we do, like if I can't be there, they have just music, or they'll practice the set or something. If somebody else will still try to do it, you know.
So you do this in someone's house? Practice?
The practice space, we practice in, like, a converted warehouse.
Oh, really?
It's like it's a factory. It's a converted factory. It's in, like, it's in a place that was featured on Unsolved Mysteries because somebody was shot in the head in the basement.
Oh, wow.
So
how did you get, like, the rights to record in there?
They just rent out monthly rooms to bands.
Oh, really?
There's lots of bands there. There's, like, the Escape Engine, I can't remember some of the others, Crop Duster, Just Trying to Throw, like, there's a whole bunch of bands in that spot.
So who would be, I guess, your closest group of friends that's, you know, maybe a band?
Nobody there, really. I mean, Your Day Strong, I'm trying to, Another Day Ruined, I believe is their name. Like, we're pretty tight with them. We played a show with them. But, I mean, like, we don't see anybody else, really. We're in there a lot.
Really?
But we're in there the hours that other people can't, because this is our
time.
This is our life.
Yeah.
But for them, a lot of bands, it's like they have jobs. So, like, they come at night. We're there all day. So.
Did you have any job before the band took off?
Yeah, me and Mikey worked at a Barnes & Noble, and then after that I did toy design for a while, and then Frankie was, I can't remember, he was going to school full-time. Otter was a mechanic, and Ray was working at a film, like a photo development place, and he was doing internships in the city for film, like people that did, like, Crouching Tiger and Dragon and stuff. So.
Was it hard, I mean, for you in particular, anybody in the band, just to quit what they were doing, or?
No, I mean, it just felt right, and it was like, hey, we're not gonna, like, totally starve, so, you know, fuck it, we have one shot, let's do it, you know, so.
So does it still amaze you how far you've come in
yeah,
such a short time?
It's never gonna stop amazing us. even if it like came to a halt tomorrow, like it would still make the logical progression of like being a band a year and a half to where we've gotten, you know.
Is there like maybe one memory or one instant that like stands out in your mind if someone said, when did you realize, you know, this is huge? Maybe a show you played or something you saw.
Irving Plaza with Finch and the Used and Movie Life. When we opened, we were the first band, and like it was so packed for us being the first band, and like it was because it's, like Irving doesn't really fill up till about the end of the first band, and like the screen came up and like we just started making noise and everybody was like going nuts, and we were like, wow. To me, that was my personal, like one of my great moments, you know. And then Skate and Surf this year, when we played that, I was like, wow, you know, like it felt amazing. Just the support we get from our home state is amazing.
So are you headlining anytime in the future? Or?
We're talking about doing a headlining tour in October. So, and then November, right, some more, maybe go to Europe in December, and then off the road. That's it. So October, if we do a headlining thing, it'll probably be the last time that people see us till we're done with our record.
If you had a choice, who would you bring with you if you had one band to take with you on tour?
There's so many. I mean, Murder by Death, The Ghost, The Exit. There's seriously so many bands, you know. But like, we're not that big, so it's almost to me insulting to ask a band like The Ghost or The Exit to come out, because I feel like they pay the dues a lot more. You know what I mean? So I feel weird inviting them to come out and open for us, because I feel like that they're amazing bands, you know. So that's weird. So I can't even really answer that.
Well, who's your favorite band, I guess? Like,
my favorite band?
Yeah, your favorite band.
As far as like who's making music right now, like
it could be even that.
Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden.
Yeah. At the Gates. Iron Maiden, At the Gates, Misfits, Miss, and Mars Volta. They're seriously like, they're brand, you know, they're so new, but they're like one of my favorite bands already. Like, I think they're amazing. I think they're geniuses, you know.
Through music, have you gotten to meet any, you know, your idols yet? Have you met Iron Maiden or any of them?
I never met Iron Maiden. I never met any of the Misfits. I met the Mars Volta though. So
that's cool.
So that was incredible. They were so nice, you know, and they're just, I don't know, they just like exuded rock. You could just see rock and roll like coming right, emitting right off them, you know. It's just like, they had a great vibe, you know.
Their CD just came out, right?
Yeah, just dropped.
So people can check that out too.
Phenomenal. Like,
you would recommend, right?
I think it's the most important record to come out this year. It's the most important record. It's gonna like, it won't. I don't think it'll change music immediately.
Right.
But whoever buys that record now, 5 to 10 years down the line, is going to start a band that might change music. You know what I mean?
So people, if they don't know, they should right now. They should go and check it out.
Yeah, they should right now. Yeah.
And how did you hear about that, man?
I mean, I've been following everything that they've been doing since At the Drive-In.
Oh, all right. So.
And then I got their EP right when it came out. Loved it. I heard demos even before that. Loved it. Heard demos before the full length. Loved it. And, you know, some of the guys in Recover had it, and they were really good about it. They kept it under lock and key. They didn't let anybody get any copies. They had it. They were listening to it, and they played it for me, and I was, like, blown away right away.
Awesome. So I guess before we go, I mean, if there's any bands out there, maybe bands that are starting out, or even bands that are maybe have been together for 6 years, and they're saying, how come we can't, you know, how come we can't hit it big? What advice do you give to these bands, whether new or old, that want to be where you are right now and playing at Irving Plaza and all that?
I would say, hey, can I get one of them? Can I get a slice?
There's like 4 boxes.
I would say, oh, dude, are you sure, like, they didn't just get this? It's warm. Oh, no, it's not.
Dude, it's like, I think it's fine.
They left?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm fucking up here.
Who are you? You're an important person. So
Oh, what's going on, guys? This is Carlos, but these guys know me as Los, so just hi.
And will your site, Unleash the Bats, ever come back one day?
Unleash the Bats will be coming back soon. By the time this airs, it'll probably be up already. And I'm sorry if I sound kind of slurish, because I'm chewing some fruit that Coheed left. So that's what's going on, guys. But thanks for supporting My Chemical and the MC Army. You know, you guys are great. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, because you actually put my interview from last time on your site.
No problem.
Got a lot of listens.
No problem. Back to G.
He was a little bit on him. He was like, basically our first real hardcore fan, like the first person that really got us musically. And he just IM'd me one night and was like, you know, your music's really important to me, and we just had a great relationship ever since. Because it's really genuine, real sincere guy, and hardworking too. So.
Anyway, so I guess to the advice for the fans. Whoa, a lot of crazy stuff going on here. Anyway.
So somebody that, like you said with the question before, just be sincere, and that's probably be sincere and like write something that you want to hear, as opposed to trying to fill it, trying to up the bar in a genre that's already played out and derivative. You know, just make music that you love, and like I think it shouldn't be a problem. You know, and if you just play great live, it's all about your live show. You know?
Do you think maybe that's a problem today? Some bands are just trying to replicate another band with nothing added to it.
Yeah.
Same thing.
That, and they just stand there when they play live, or like even worse than that, they have like choreographed jumps and moves and stuff.
So you're not choreographed up there.
Not. I mean, there's stuff that mentally that I know that I do.
Yeah.
But it's only because I came up with it on stage originally, so I'll do it most of the time, you know. Just because that's what the music wants me to do at that point. If I pump my fist during a certain part, it's not choreographed.
You're not all jumping at the same time and all throwing your guitars over your head.
Oh.
That's a be sincere, you're saying, right?
Yep.
Any last words?
Yeah, I wish I did have some.
You'd rather eat the pizza, right? Well, thank you. And before you go, even though you've done this before, you'll do the cheap plug again.
Okay, yeah.
You don't have to worry about the website. Just say the name of the band when you're listening.
Just say, okay. This is Gerard from My Chemical Romance. You're listening to, Alright, I'll do it again.
Take two.
This is Gerard from My Chemical Romance. You're listening to DJ Rossstar's punk rock show.
Nice.